let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, the biggest elephant in the room, DeepSeek.
So trading itself, I mean, I'm using it to trade, to get a stop loss, to get a TP. Look, this thing is launched on the weekends. The market is not even open. Already we get a gap.
Don't even bother. Go to school, bro. You say you want the money, but you're not really willing to do what it takes to get those funds.
Sure.
And there's so many people who want to be great traders, but don't want to put in the work that requires them to be the great traders that they need to be. They think they can just pop up one day with one trade.
Yeah.
Based off of luck.
You know, there's nothing that is irritating than to be clueless about your craft. The world we live in today, we are more too focused on status rather than reality. Guys, did you know 59% of the people that watch our content have not yet subscribed? So what are you waiting for? Please do me a favor, subscribe now.
This is episode 100, guys. We just hit 100,000 subscribers. Oh, sorry. I think we're gonna let's just put this next to you now.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
these days you're forgetting about it.
Yeah, the conversations are good though. So you just tend to forget and you're immersed in what's being,
I can imagine.
2025, we're here within.
Yeah.
I know this is our second episode for the year, but it's our first episode together just for the year.
Yeah.
I think, 2025, we're in. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. 100,000 subscribers, 100th episode. What can I ask for? What more can I ask for?
And you know what's crazy? It's actually 100 on both sides.
Yeah.
Like industry chats and market masters, both on 100.
Are you serious?
I kid you not.
Wow.
Nah.
So 100, 300. So let's keep those donations coming.
Yeah, anyway, what's up, guys? Nqobile Tembane from Top Trader SA. I'm not sitting alone. I'm sitting with my amazing co-host,
the next president of the Republic of South Africa, MJ Givens Kgasi. I'm just thinking of Congo and this M23 thing happening, man, and I'm just like, what is happening?
But apparently the leader has been eliminated, or is what the report said. He used the term eliminated.
Yeah, the leader of
the guy, I didn't see the name, but I read
from
the name.
M23.
Yes.
Jay, can we talk about this? Okay, it's okay, we can. No, it doesn't. So we okay. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's eliminated.
Because apparently the South African army went there for peacemaking, right, between the two. So I think they caught up in the fire. And now, because I saw a video of one soldier from the South African SNDF, right? Having a white flag to say, I don't know if it's a sign to surrender or it's a sign to say break. Ceasefire for now. Yeah. So, but I watched a press briefing from the defense minister. Me enji mutseg. I could say.
Yeah, all our jokes need to be translated into English, by the way. People have been complaining.
By the way, okay, so what I meant was, I'm not laughing.
The financial markets wait for no one, but with the right tools, you'll never get left behind. And that is where the Octa trading app comes into play. Craft your strategy, analyze the markets, execute with accuracy with Octa. Also awarded the 2024 Most Trusted Broker in South Africa. Now that's a broker I trade with, and that's a broker that you should be trading with. What are some of the things I look for when choosing a broker? Transparent trading conditions, fast deposits and withdrawals, a diverse range of instruments. Bro, did you hear that? No? Just me, I guess. And a user-friendly interface designed for easy navigation and efficient trading.
Octa.
Okay, I get it. I hope you do too. Download the Octa Trading app today and use the promo code MarketMasters to get your 100% deposit bonus. Elevate your trading with Octa.
All right, so that's what I meant. So, so she was saying, okay, 13, I think it's 13 soldiers of SANDF killed. But I think they managed to negotiate with the M23 general, our general and their general. They managed to have a negotiation to say, look, as again, we are not involved in this, right? And so I think they said, okay, fine, there are some of our guys' bodies on your other side. Can you allow us to pass to fetch the bodies and whatnot? So that's how they reach an agreement. But I don't know how far it is now, because apparently every 2 hours they were getting an update.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the thing is, it's just I was on Twitter this morning and just the one report I saw, hence I use the term apparently.
Yeah.
Because it's, it's unverified as of currently, but I just saw one report, but okay, cool. And obviously I just kept it moving.
Yeah, it's scary, man. It's scary, and it tends to show you how capable are we as a nation,
But apparently, again, I've got so many apparentlys today. These are based off Kgasi corner conversations.
Sure.
Where the SADF,
SANDF, South African National Defense Force. Yeah,
it's probably one of the best.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So I don't have a problem with that, but how have they proven themselves? So it might be true, but maybe they should also tell us how they render you to be the best. What is it that you have to be considered the best?
That's true.
So yeah, it's quite scary, man. But the only thing, and it's just my opinion, the only thing I'm not appreciating about the opposition leaders is to, at times like this, we don't have to play politics. We have to play solutions.
Yeah.
Not to say, no, those guys are not capable, they are not this, they are not that. Fine, we understand that, but you're also putting us in trouble in a sense, because other nations are watching to say, okay, opposition leader said that there is highway. So you understand? And so during this time, I think that's where we need strong leadership.
Yeah, that is so
we need
true.
strong leadership. And I was hoping the deputy defense minister was going to hop in and take charge at this point, General Bantu Kholomisa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he's a former, I think, Army general or something. So he has experience of which Mem NG comes from education. So that's why, guys, you better get your votings right next time, please. I'm here and I'm saying send me. Right?
No, perfect.
Yeah.
I think we might as well just get on the hottest news globally of the hour.
Before, to cut you off, before, I want to congratulate you on the interview with leadership.
Okay.
Very interesting. I think you guys need to go on the Guinness World Record for hitting 3 hours non-stop interview.
Yeah.
Uncensored, by the way.
Yes, extreme. There is a bit of a break, just for the sake of transparency with the viewers.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a break, but it was not to censor anything. It was because there was a call that came in and a bit of an emergency we had to deal with.
Yeah.
But it didn't stop the conversation. Like, we literally just got back and sat down and continued the conversation from where we left off. I think it was almost around an hour, or between 55 minutes and an hour, around there, where we put that ad break there.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit of a break in the shooting, but apart from that, uncensored. Came as is. And I think that's one thing I think we've always tried to do, is that whatever's being said, on the podcast or any other podcast that we shoot, we always make sure that, what is said is what is being put out. And I think that's our way of respecting a person's time. A person coming through saying that, so that the viewers get it unfiltered, uncensored.
Yeah.
I think it's very important for us to maintain that. I know we've had some requests, not that many, but we've had some requests in the past where people have come out and be like, hey, can you please remove a certain part whatnot. But it's very few.
Yeah,
Probably I can
yeah.
less than 5 requests.
Sure.
But over time, people have always come here, sat down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys, sorry, we've got some loud noises outside, so we are just it's kind of a bit distracting. Or should I just keep going?
I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah,
but powerful episode, by the way. I can safely say there is some skill there with your interviewing skills.
Yeah, no, we try.
Yeah, more especially if you don't give anyone alcohol during the interview, you keep in. Because I've noticed some podcasts, it's easy to open up someone, when they, they're drinking and you just say, keep on drinking, then that's where you hit. But man, I respect everyone. And, everyone that comes here, whether people like them or not, they have something to tell, And sometimes it's just important to listen to what they have to say and take it from there and be the viewer, be the judge.
Yeah, I think that is very important. And I think I always say, whenever I take on these particular interviews with guys who have lots of scandals tied to their names, I think I took this very strong stance. I probably early last year. Sure. I was just like, if I'm going to invite someone over who has a lot tied to their name, the one thing I always have a conversation beforehand. One thing I always put out is, okay, you're coming here sharp, but I'm allowed to ask anything I want to ask.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And usually it's like, sharp. I'll come.
Yeah.
Ask whatever you feel like you need to ask. And look, the interview was so long. I couldn't get through everything that I wanted to get through. But I got through as much as I needed. I felt like was needed to get through for me to get through. Sure. And but respect to the people who come and sit here and like, nah, everything you want to ask, it's fine.
Yeah. No, that was very interesting, by the way. Well done. It will go on Guinness World Record, I still say.
Yeah.
I think it's the longest podcast trading interview in Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was very unintentional. It's just something that just happened. It just kept rolling. Just to put it in perspective, yes, the interview uploading itself was about like 50 gigs. So the final product that we uploaded on YouTube. So it was quite a big interview in all senses. Yeah.
And only 2 people. Only 2 people on the footage. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, the biggest elephant in the room. DeepSeek. What? $1 trillion wiped out the market. I think it was date was the 20.
It was on Monday.
Correct.
Yeah, I actually saw that sell-off. Man, it was crazy. By then, New York hasn't opened as yet, and Nasdaq was down by 2%, close to 3% before New York opened, and that was quite scary. And I was just thinking, okay, fine, we just had a gap coming from 21,000, we're still going down, and I'm like, my anticipation was maybe from 21,000 we can hit 20,999, but it went as far as 20,800 and something or 700 and something, down by 3%. And you look at all the tech stocks from Nasdaq as well. Nvidia was down. Yeah,
the biggest, I think the biggest loser of the day.
Yeah, definitely. Nvidia, I think 13% for the day. That was, and all because of an AI that was just launched the weekend just before that Monday from China, DeepSeek, quite sick, eh? So,
guys, you can tell MJ's a dad. Like, MJ's dad jokes never stop, guys.
Everywhere I go. Every day of my life. Yeah. So, but why is that? Some people would ask, okay, fine, why did we see that sell off? Is it based on, okay, fine, this whole narrative that to develop an AI like your ChatGPT and whatnot, you would need billions, right, of dollars to develop one. And when you look at how much it costed DeepSeek is 5 point something million, right? Close to, okay, so we can just round it off and say, okay, apparently, right?
Yeah.
This is not yet confirmed, by the way. That this is what they say, that no, this thing costed us 6 million. So there's a way they train these things. There's a way they 108 billion to develop.
According to the Guardian.
Yeah, okay, fine. So 108 billion.
How much it wiped out?
Whoa, on that day alone.
From Nvidia stock alone. Oh, where? Yeah, from the Nvidia stock alone. But we're talking about the entire market.
So when you're including everything together, is it trillions?
Yeah, 1 trillion.
Is it?
Is what they
okay.
are estimating, about 1 trillion just off the markets.
Yeah, man. I think I've been talking, even in our last episode, I was talking about AI, how this thing is scary. Talk to it about anything. You get a response. I know you were telling me yesterday, I'm addicted now.
Yeah.
If it makes my business run simple and much better, then why not? I mean, and when I'm talking about business, not only like the operation side, but also trading itself. I mean, I'm using it to trade, to get a stop loss, to get a TP, just communicating to it, just put a prompt there to say, I want to buy WTI at $72.60 per barrel there. And on 15 minutes, where can I possibly put my stop loss? It will give you. And it will even give you support points, resistance points. Because some people, there's always this debate. How do you know it's a support? How do we know it's a resistance? Are we measuring support from the wick or from the body? It's always an argument in the trading space, right?
Correct.
So that will basically give you that, okay, fine, you're going to find support there. Maybe just put your stop loss just 15 points below the support at this price. So quite interesting. I think for me, it's making my work simple.
Oh, yeah?
There are even fundamentals. There are a lot of AIs that you can use for fundamentals. You don't need to go to investing.com anymore. You can just simply ask what's happening right now in the world of business.
Yeah.
And it will just give you trending topics there, stock news, currency news, and all that. And you can just figure out what is it that you want to do.
Yeah, no, I think this whole DeepSeek thing is it shows you as, somebody was actually, I was watching a podcast the other day. They were actually talking about the difference between Biden and Trump, and people are saying the difference between their presidencies is that Trump is a very good marketer.
Yeah,
it's all about marketing. Simple as that. Trump is a marketing genius. Simple as that. Then it goes down to this DeepSeek thing, where it's like, okay, news comes out that, hey guys, like you said, we spent about $6 million developing this thing, and they didn't even use the latest GPUs from Nvidia
chips from
because obviously we know China, or rather America, doesn't want opposing nations to be used to having the latest hardware and tech and all that. So they come out, they say, hey, look, now we didn't even use the latest ones, we used the old ones. What does that do to the whole market? It says that, hey, look, that means that with what you guys have, you guys should be way ahead of us, but we were able to do what you guys can do and a little bit more with the old stuff. So that means that now, the future's looking like, hey, if we're going to buy the latest GPUs now, that means that what AI is going to be able to do in the next probably year or 2 years, it's going to move so quickly. It's going to progress so quickly, and then we're going to be like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's good. This has been such a game changer. Just overall, I think just watching everything just unravel. But on the other side, you said, this is what they say.
Yeah, because it's not yet confirmed.
Nothing is confirmed yet.
I can simply come here and say, guys, it costed me this much to develop this,
Yeah.
But I think what America will try to do at this point is to launch a serious investigation to say, did it really cost this much? Because to them, it doesn't really make sense,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just market tactics, man. I mean, every business always comes with these dynamics where you want to show your competition that, look, it's Cold War for me, you know. But look, if I were to spend more money, I could crush you. You can imagine what I've done now. I mean, DeepSeek currently now is the number one downloaded app on App Store. Number one, and just being launched now. And ChatGPT has been there for how long now?
Yeah, and even the cost going into it, you know.
It's free. I mean, it's an open source and it's free. You know? And that's what people like about it. I mean, it's free. You can use it for anything.
And I think a lot of people are now going to start developing other programs from especially it being open source like this.
Yeah.
I think the entry to market right now, it's for a lot of apps is going to be crazy insane.
Sure.
It has been lowered so much so that now the billionaires are sitting there like, yo,
where do we come in?
Our investments now.
Yeah.
You know,
Interesting stuff, man. Trump launched his coin. The wife also launched the coin.
Yeah, before we get to the Trump coin and everything, I think it was interesting to see how Trump reacted. I don't know if you saw Trump's reaction to DeepSeek.
Yeah.
It was so, I thought it was, because he just came out and was like, yo, okay, these guys did this. So he wasn't even angry. He was just like, it's good. Let's move it for the market. This shows our people what we can do possibly moving forward. I thought the response was quite very mature, actually. You know, when you sit down and listen to Trump sometimes.
I think everyone expected him to act weird and awkward.
To throw some sanctions on China.
Exactly. So from now on, no AI, not even one. But yeah, I mean, presidents are always prepared. You know, I mean, this information, for them, I don't think it was... Look, this thing is launched on the weekends. The market is not even open. Already we get a gap. So the question is, who knew what? New York is not even open yet. We're seeing a dump. So it tends to show this information was out there before the launch. I think Trump already knew. I mean, maybe by last year already knew what's going to happen. These guys are way ahead. For them, when they see breaking news, they're like, for us, it's broken news. Like we knew this long time. we knew this long time ago. So I think he was prepared very well. Yeah, I mean, presidents, they prepare them.
Oh, yeah.
Let me rather say they prepare us very well.
But I think we all see Trump as this wild card.
Yeah.
And I think it's always hard to see Trump as someone who's prepared, because it seems like Trump is somebody who just comes out and says what he wants, speaks his mind. And I think that's what won him the presidency, truth be told.
Sure.
Because it's just like, we tired of hearing people who are overly prepared, don't know what they're talking about. Trump comes out and he seems like he's just speaking his mind.
Yeah.
He's just speaking his mind, which is really good. I'm a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pro-Trump.
But I think as much as he speaks his mind, I think maybe he speaks 50% of his mind. The other one is just prepared.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting thing, I was watching a podcast of people who are really close around Trump apparently Trump has a thing of asking everyone around him, like he has a sense of he cares what everyone around him thinks. Like he'll ask anyone who's around him, what do you think about this? Whether you're a waiter, whether you're staff, whether you're what, like he's constantly going around and he's constantly asking. For him, it seems like that's his way of gathering information, understanding what's going on the landscape.
Yeah.
And then moving into that, or rather it helps him with his decision making with a lot of things. And then, Trump coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so we also saw a crash on the coin just day before his wife launched the coin.
Yes.
And I think for me, man, it's just tactics. I'm just trying to figure out what is happening here. I mean, okay, fine. He was elected as president in November. Dollar was doing well.
Yeah.
DXY was up by a percentage, which is remarkable for something like DXY to be up by 1%, right? Now, inauguration comes in. What did we expect? If the dollar was powerful, appreciated, and we saw it skyrocket on the day of when he was being announced as president, what more on the inauguration. Everyone thought maybe let's go in again, Bitcoin again, let's go in hard, and that's when we saw a dump. So it proves what we have always been saying, that, man, things are being cooked somewhere. Think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew something was going to happen when I saw BlackRock selling off most of their coins. And I knew that something was going to happen here. And just before the inauguration, Bitcoin was down. Bitcoin was dumping like crazy. Now it's trading at 104, 102.
I think Bitcoin is having a tough time right now.
Exactly my point. And what did we expect when he comes in now in Jan? We are now ending Jan, and it's finding some hard time. And even went to, my anticipation was 85,000. Yeah, but it went to 89,900 and went back up. I wanted to reload at 95,000, missed it there, and now it's okay. Like you're saying, it's having a tough time. Why though?
Yeah, I think that 100K mark, that where it's playing at right now, there's a lot of cooking. And I think even ever since like the ETF got, people are now trading, I think they are just, there's certain people now who have certain powers that have come into play, who are understanding that, no, this 100K mark, psychologically, they are eating from just that.
Exactly.
Just that bit of, because they understand people are now trading. Everyone's trading Bitcoin. Bitcoin is $100,000. Bitcoin to the moon. Bitcoin this. I understand. Bitcoin is selling off one day. The next day it's up. And the changes are quick.
Yeah.
One moment it's like, next moment. So it's been really interesting just to watch how Bitcoin has been moving. I won't lie, I'm at a place right now where I'm not sure what the future of Bitcoin is looking like. Yes, there are people who are optimistic on it going up, but I think the going up might not be as quick as people want it to be.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to trade like how other instruments have been trading, referring to your indices. In this case, they don't really shoot up like that. They trade, and they trade like just properly within certain ranges and all that. So I don't see it doing what it can do in the past couple of years, where in a year it would just shoot up from 45 to 90 to 100. Or I don't see it doing that anymore. I think now it's going to trade gradually, either going up, because obviously it is the coin. It's digital gold, as people are calling it, the coin of the future, or the coin of the present right now. And I think people should approach cautiously when entering Bitcoin. Like Lonwabo says, do your research on it, read up on it, do your research before you interact with a pair. Because I think a lot of us just think just because there's hype around a certain thing, now we must also...
Yeah. You know what's interesting is that we have come to a point, especially we as traders, that we want to be too traditional. Like I said last time, guys, use AI to get some fundamentals, and that's where, speaking about Lunabo, when he says do your research, those are the things, tools that you can use, like in your AIs. I mean, DeepSeek is here. You can just use it and just to try to find as much information as you can about the world of crypto now, what is happening, how much are they trading at, what is their market cap, what is their value, and how you can take advantage of that, And we should stop this thing. By the way, the FSC has released a statement that, is it 42%? Okay, I'm not sure of my stats, right? Let me get it. This is quite interesting, and I think as a nation, as a South African nation, we just need to be careful, man, of easy money, right?
Yeah.
I think we are too obsessed as a nation for easy money, man.
And when do people realize that it looks easy to some people, but truth be told, I don't think it's easy money. Yes, further we go down to the corruption and all that, your politicians and whatnot. I mean, I don't even know if I can have this particular conversation. I don't know how to put this. Yeah, anyway, when you find out stuff, we've normalized this thing of politicians, the way they make money or they get money, and you look at how lavish their kids live and all
Sure.
that. And you hear about the figures that are coming in, you hear about how the kids are living as well. We've kind of just normalized that because it's just like, no, the politician's child.
Yeah.
Simple.
Standard procedure.
Standard procedure. And now to people, it looks like, no, that's easy money. Which
Yeah.
possibly could be just easy money
Sure.
for those people. But for the general population, easy money is not easy money. I
Yeah.
don't think we really need to stop this concept. Because to people now, it might seem like MJ tomorrow, how MJ is driving a Lambo.
Yeah.
How MJ, Popile, Forex.
Yeah.
No, but they don't know how many years? 8 years, 10 years, almost 10
Going
years.
for 10 years
10
now.
years now in the
Yeah.
game. They
Yeah.
don't know that.
Sure.
That
Sure.
your 10 years brought you to that one single moment
Yeah.
where now you get to enjoy and reap the benefits of your sacrifices from the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Which, to a lot of people, they may have not witnessed, but those moments happened in private. They don't know what you had to sacrifice, what you had to sell along the way,
Yeah.
what you had to give up.
How many times I went to Incredible Connection? No, not Incredible Connection. What's the other story?
Yeah, I know which one, the other blue one. What's it
blue
called?
one. Cash Crusaders.
Crusaders.
And cash converters.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, people don't know that they're all chasing that fast man. They think, hence, when people ask me, I want to do Forex, I discourage them from get-go and not from a bad place.
Yeah.
Not from
Yeah.
a bad place. It's just one of those things of, I want to do Forex. I'm like, don't even bother. Go to school, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Like, go to school, literally. And I'm being honest with you. Then I'm like, okay. And then they're like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, okay, sharp. Do you have time? Are you prepared to put in the time? And something I've actually learned over the past few years is that people actually don't want it like they say they do. Truth be told. People see the successes that other people have, like, even me, I can do that. But people actually don't want it as bad as... People say they want money, MJ.
Yeah.
No. Like, it's
Yeah.
so annoying going on social media and seeing posts from people, money this, money
Yeah.
that. But not everyone is willing to do what it takes to get that money. Not everyone. And people don't understand that they're not... You say you want the money, but you're not really willing to do what it takes to get
Yeah.
those funds.
Sure.
And it's
Very
hard.
interesting. Yeah.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to, like, man, it's me, wherever I go, I always preach pressure, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I always talk about pressure, that sometimes you cannot compare yourself with your mate if you don't know what your mate is doing in secret. So you can really not compare yourself, because your mate might be fooling you. Man, I had a friend, and I know he doesn't mind if he's watching this. Mdu, I love you, my boy, from varsity, right?
Oh, yeah.
Every time Mdu used to tell me, "Did you study?" No. Every time before exam, did you study? No, man. I was sleeping the whole weekend. Come exam time, the guy is killing.
Yeah.
Every time he did not study. He tells us that, and we would measure to say, okay, fine, if he didn't study, because he was the bright one, if he didn't study, why should I, right?
Yeah.
I can kill as much as he can, but you would find that for him to study 2 hours, he has got capacity to capture everything in 2 hours. I need 6 hours. So I'm comparing myself to say, if he could study 2 hours, I could do it as well. And you find that my hard drive, my capacity is not from NVIDIA. I'm not using an NVIDIA chip.
Using the old one.
I'm using the old ones. He's using DeepSeek things, because things are deep there and he's seeking some stuff, right? So I'm comparing myself to him, and when he's killing it, I wouldn't understand. But why? It goes back to the guy knows what he's doing in secret. And you are comparing yourself to him. And I think I became better when I said, I'm never going to ask this guy when he studied or not.
And I think it's hard to find out from a particular person what they do in private.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so difficult, because
Sure.
people will tell you, no, I late nights.
Yeah,
Like, what does that mean, late nights?
yeah.
What exactly does it mean when you say late nights? Late nights, I've been spending 18 hours a day looking at charts. Exactly, break it down for us. What does that look? Because a lot of that is happening in private.
Sure.
There's so many people who want to be great traders, but don't want to put in the work that requires them to be the great traders that they need to be. They think they can just pop up one day with one trade
Yeah.
based off of luck, where they took, for instance, $100 made it $100,000.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's where greatness is right there.
It's difficult, man, and I think that's why people fall off for these scams.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, so the FSC has released
Yes.
this that. So I did a piece with Octa, with UFM. I don't know if you know UFM. It's a radio station in Rustenburg.
Yeah, guys, by the way, MJ is very busy. MJ's international, guys. It's like, yes, I'm even scared now because next thing is going to be saying, guys, my rates, guys, make it look like what I'm doing. No, but on the reels, the stuff that MJ's been up to, busy with lately, guys, it's incredible. Make sure you follow his journey. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel as well,
Yeah,
guys.
by the way, guys, please, 100,000 here. Then we're hitting 10,000, right?
Yes.
Let's do
we
it.
changed 10,000, road to 10K.
Yeah, road to 10K. We're on 4,100 now.
Nah, beautiful.
Yeah, we're getting there. So it's you know, when I put myself in this journey and I look at the amount of research that one has to do to be on a public platform. So here's an interesting story. Not everything that you see in the public platform is as good as you think it is.
Okay.
So I went for a public speaking school training. And so this guy is talking to me and is like, do you know who I trained? And he was just giving, unfortunately, I cannot mention their names. He was just giving me all these top guys. And he played a video for me of this politician. He's killing it on the speech. Killing it. And he's like, do you know how long it took? So how long is the speech? And I'm like, around 6 minutes. So do you know how much it took to prepare this speech? I was like, maybe 2 days. And he said 2 months. A speak to the public for 6 minutes took 2 months for somebody to prepare for it. It goes back to what you are saying. Now you want to see someone killing a speech in 6 minutes and you're like, now I can do it. And you don't understand the work that was being done. It took 2 months for this person to do what he's doing. And it goes back to research. Every now and then doing research about what is happening in the world, what is happening in the world of business you're involved in. You know, there's nothing that is irritating than to be clueless about your craft. It's so annoying. It's like, what are you still doing? Are you in it for the money? Yes, the money is always going to be there, but it's if you respect the craft, the money comes after, and the money will always take care of you. Only if you respect the craft, right? So this thing of easy money, every now and then, someone pulls up something, you want to know how they made the money.
Yeah.
And already in your head, you're like, okay, fine, this thing pays. Right? You see an advert, already, this thing pays.
Yeah.
I want to do it. Gambling, whatever thing, they show maybe a soccer player, like, I want to do it because it's paying. But you don't understand the amount of work that people, put in the background. So it's quite scary. The FSA released this. So I was doing a piece with UFM, and they wanted to hear my take on scamming in South Africa. And I wish this went to, with respect to UFM, but I wish this went to like a more popular platform to really talk about what is really scamming, especially in the South African space, So the FSCA is saying is putting up a warning that there are brokers apparently, right, that comes in as an investment schemes, right, and they are promising people. So a survey was conducted that 82% of traders have encountered scams in South Africa. 82%. 82% they've encountered scams. Traders, right? They are not talking about, other scams, Masalamus scams and other things. They're talking about in the trading space that there are companies that are promising people 40% per week ROI. People are still falling for that. So I was just thinking, I don't think people are that gullible, man. There is something that someone is doing to, they have a way of emotional blackmail. You understand? To make it look like if you are not part of this, you are the foolest thing I know. So you need to jump in, and they always use this scare tactic. So we are so glued. I mean, Triple M came first in, first out. People jumped into it, but I don't think it's just being too gullible. Yeah, at some point you'll have a percentage of people just being too gullible, right? But I think it's our nature as a nation, and I think we need to fix it, man.
Yeah, the hype.
This thing of a hype, plug me, right? Connect me. Every family gathering, have you noticed that there's one uncle who's always promising people jobs? Or am I the only one, guys? Let me know in the comment section if you have that auntie, that uncle, that cousin who's always promising people jobs, and he knows that he cannot deliver, right? It's that thing, and that's why we fall for these things. You are paying now for a job. Have you ever fell for a job scam where you need to pay something to get a job?
Yeah, almost did. I went for a job interview in Joburg. It was very suspicious. Hey, got there, Joburg, I think Commissioner Street, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was on Commissioner Street, if I'm not mistaken, building. And what's crazy is that I remember going on Twitter like years after this and finding out that, hey, these guys actually, this is what they do.
Yeah.
Got there, no branding. Got in for the job interview, left. The next day I get a call. Job interview was on a Sunday. Saturday I get a call, sharp. They tell me that, okay, look, you got the job, we're going to give you 15,000 rand a month. Okay, I'm like, but I'm unemployed at the time. So 15,
no commission.
Yeah?
No commission.
No, it was as a general worker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't even. Yeah.
Because I heard you're saying it's from Commissioner Street.
Yeah, guys.
All right, I'm sorry. Carry on then. Carry on. Yeah.
So on Commissioner Street. So I get the call the next day. It's a Sunday now. I step out of church. I'll go onto my phone. They tell me I've got this job. I'm excited now. They tell me a general work. I also got an SMS at the same time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Sharp. The call. Sharp. They're like, no, we need you to come in tomorrow. Please make sure you have 800 rand.
Okay.
Like, what's the 800 rand for?
Uniform.
I don't know. No, I actually don't remember what it was for.
Yeah.
But for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, hey, sharp. I got back home after church. I sat down. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was almost scammed. Very fortunately for me, I was not in a place of desperation. I was not operating from a place of desperation. And I still lived at home. My parents, even in my unemployment days, I was still in a very comfortable position to know that every month, my needs were still taken care of. As the adult I was, which I think is something we shouldn't shy away from. People tend to shy away from the fact that we get help from our parents, our people, our families or whatnot. Even in your unemployment phase, people tend to be like, nah, it's a taboo topic, you can't touch that.
Sure.
I'm just like, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, bro. We all need help in life somehow. For you to get to where you are today, there are people who have helped you along the way. My mom calls them destiny helpers. I think I've mentioned it before.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they're sent by God, by the way, guys. And, it's never me. I'm telling you, man. Now, if things go sour, and I pray they don't, I don't mind going back home to my mom's house. I don't mind because that's where I started.
Yeah.
I don't understand this whole concept that you started from your mom's house to be where you are, so you have experience. Why then, if things go sour, go back, right? Don't be ashamed to go back, right? Go back and start over again and see this time how can you do it better. We love this thing that we are so ashamed, especially in the world we live in today. We are more too focused on status rather than reality.
True.
What people think about me, the pressure and whatnot. So sometimes we don't need to put pressure on ourselves, man. Just accept life the way it is. It's bad for you. It's bad for everyone. We're all having problems. That one is guaranteed. You know, I'm reminded of this. I was reading this scripture in the morning, Ephesians 2 verse 4, that says, you know, God so loved us, you know, everybody, that even in our, we dead in transgressions and sin, he still found a way to make us alive in Christ. Grace found us, all of us, whether you are a murderer, you are a killer, we still found grace, right? So it tells you that we all have issues, man. Irregardless of where you come from, financially, emotionally. There are people with money, they cannot find love. There are people who has a lot of love, they cannot find finance. You understand what I mean? It's how you look at it. What the life you wish to have, my life, the one that you say, if I can be like MJ, if only you knew that I want to be like MK. You understand? Because it's standards, man. It's we learn and we grow from where we are. You cannot, you have to grow from somewhere. This billionaires that you say, if I could be a billionaire, Elon Musk is maybe he's not sleepy. How do I get to Mars? You understand? There's always something that is going to trouble your soul, man. It doesn't matter how much you have in your bank account. There's something that is always going to trouble you, more especially if you want to achieve something in your life. So we all have problems. Yeah, all of us have problems. Jays agree with me.
That's true. And never look down on another person's problems thinking that, maybe for that person, it is the pits for them. People tend to compare struggles.
Yeah.
You think you're going through it. Who are you to come and tell another person you think you're going through it? Let's be kind to the next person.
Sure.
Be kind to yourselves as well. I think we tend to not to be kind to ourselves, especially in this industry where we are learning how to trade. When you don't follow your trading rules from year one and you play an account that one day, don't forget to be kind to yourself, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're learning. That is right there. See that as a lesson. See that, okay, I messed up, but like I gotta get up. Because if you do not get up, no one's gonna get up on your behalf.
Yeah, sure.
No one is gonna do it on your behalf.
Yeah, and you just reminded me of something that, every time you break your rules, you feel like you're the dirtiest thing ever.
So true.
Right? Like, yo, I'm the biggest sinner there is around. I need a river for cleansing or something. Like, I'm the biggest sinner around. But as time goes on, you start realizing that, okay, maybe I needed that. Because it is with this knowledge now that I did that.
Yeah.
So some things they don't make sense, man. You will never appreciate what you have if you always need somebody to give you light to what you have than being ungrateful, thinking that you don't have anything.
Okay.
Someone was telling me, man, I don't think my life is going the right way. And I was like, why? I was like, no, I'm just looking at my sister. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that. And I'm like, sure, if only you knew. If only you knew that where you are right now, the very same people that you're thinking that they have made it, they want to be like you. And I said, you are married. You've got kids. You've got a house. There are people with money, they need marriage. They cannot get it. They're meeting wrong people every now and then. But you are just thinking, bank balance is what satisfies. Until you have that money in that time, but you start realizing that, I was chasing nonsense here.
You know what guys are going to say? Let me get the money first.
Yeah,
and
it's
then I'll
fine.
see. Go get the money.
It's okay. it's okay. Have you seen this thing that is trending now?
Which one?
Where, I don't know, is it the Portuguese or Spanish thing? Na 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 na.
If this year
doesn't work, I'm staring at the bank there. Bella Ciao. Yeah, that one. It's fine. Go get it. Go. Even us at some point we were there to say, I want to feel this money. I want to feel this money. And once you get it, you start realizing that I want more, but it has to come in a particular way. Because the way in which it's coming, it's boring. Now it must come in, I don't know, it must come in dollars now. Have you seen how many Americans are flocking in Africa now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Americans are coming in hard here.
The understanding of
Power of media.
the dollar, the side, chief.
Exactly, the power of media. They were not aware of what we're having here all these years.
Apparently, Cape Town was by.
Yeah, number one city in, voted. I don't know by whom, and I would love to know who votes and who, what are the standards, because apparently 2025, I'm the best Forex trader in South Africa. I put it on myself. I'm joking, guys.
Who's gonna question you, MJ?
Exactly. You see, that's my problem. That anyone can call himself the best and whatnot, but with respect to the city of Cape Town, man, I mean, they're doing the most. But for the fact that it's number one there, even if maybe it's not number one, but for the fact that it was considered number one, it's something. How many people knew what Africa has? We are riding on lions. We are this, we are that. But yet when you come here, like, what are these people talking about? I think it's Mensa Main, we were with him, and when he came here, and I was like, man, I never thought I could come and stay here. He's now staying in here in South Africa. I think there was a rumor as well that Steve Harvey's also getting a house here. Is it Rick Ross? He was in Cape Town as well.
Yeah.
But what I like about South African men is the humor. So they were saying, guys, they found us. So fairly, we can complain about politicians, we can complain about corruption, we can complain, but that means something is happening. Look at all the cities around here right now. And in fact, I shouldn't be in a position to say these things because it gives me less votes.
Yeah.
And that's not a job of an opposition, right?
No.
I must say, no, these guys are stealing money. But I'm just appreciating it, man. Yeah, I'm appreciating what we have in South Africa.
Yeah, even the load shedding crisis that was solved to date. Let me put that. I think in as much as we haven't experienced load shedding in a while, I think a part of me is always like, any day now. We are going back. Any day now, like you're just looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Any day now, things can happen. Yeah, so I'm always viewing it from that perspective. But regardless of that, we should be appreciative of. But I think we're having other crises, especially on the roads, robots. Mara, let's not get into that.
Yeah. You mean
the traffic lights? Yeah, sorry.
But at least these guys from Outsurance are doing the most, man.
Even the other guys.
Wait, our guys, yeah. The Nqobile guys are doing the most as well, man. And we need to appreciate them.
Yeah, guys.
We need to appreciate them.
Throw a young 5 rand coin out the window, because I know that's the way of operating. I've watched a few people just do that, just throw that young 5, because obviously traffic is moving, they're busy.
Yeah.
So if you just throw that, yes, it sounds very disrespectful, but it's just the way things are being done. It makes me feel so uncomfortable because I feel like money should be given from hand to hand.
Yeah, but you'll be disturbing his job, by the way, if you're going to stop.
And he doesn't have a salary, so who's going to pay him as well?
Yeah, so we're having a lot of issues here, we understand, but fine. Even in the midst of all these issues, there is green somewhere. There is light somewhere. There's something that we can appreciate. Yeah, unemployment, I understand, guys, is so high. It's so high, but sometimes it's better to have, okay, fine, as high as it is, you can always look for something, to go to a city, man. There are some people, unemployment is bad, but they cannot even take a taxi to the city because the city doesn't exist. So with us, at least, man, there's something. Universities, it's that one is another topic for another day. Universities can only take this much, and you're having applications coming up. You know what it means, that the Tembane about this whole educational thing, man. That, guys, to pass with diploma, no, in matric is not enough. It's not like back then with us.
Yeah.
Us, at least, you know that if you had a diploma, you can be squeezed there. Not even squeezed, you can get in nicely, right? Nowadays, diploma is not enough because you are going to compete with the guys that are having 5 distinctions. Because let's say vets can only accommodate 6,000, they are having 120,000 applications. So what do you think they're going to do? They want to take the best 6,000. The top 6,000.
Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
Judging by our pass rate,
Yeah, because our person, man.
that also needs to be
Who
adjusted.
put it there? Is it the Minister of...
I say Minister of Defense.
Yeah, no, she ran away with guns now. Our standard is even dropping there. Now you see, to be a soldier now, you don't have to go for these courses. They will just tell you if you can open trading, you can be a soldier. 35, is it 35%? 40%?
No, I think it's not 30.
30%.
Is it not? I'm not quite sure. It's been quite a while. What's the pass rate there for is NSC, right? NSC pass rate.
Is the one for NSC the same as IEB?
87.3.
No,
not
that
the-
was the pass rate, right?
No,
So
not the. Ish, you know what I'm asking?
yeah.
Not that one.
The
The
pass rate. Just say South Africa pass rate.
to pass the minimum pass rate. Does that make sense? Like the lowest you can get to pass.
Yeah, Jay's right. He's taking this 87 thing. You know.
Maybe we're not asking it wrong, and that goes down to
I
using
know.
AI.
I was using Google. Let me go to DeepSeek.
Good one. It goes down to using AI as well. I think the prompts are very important.
No, but that one, I think that is the overall.
Yeah. But it's fine. Apparently, sorry, I'm just going to start using apparently. Going to start calling this the podcast.
Essentially, you divorced essentially.
Yeah, it's apparently
Mr.
now.
Apparently. Sure. Look at the power of this thing, man. It's taking now all...
So I was watching a video. They were explaining what DeepSeek does.
Yeah.
So it basically, it thinks, literally, it's just thinking and processing information and thinking in real time. Like it's going to go through a whole process and show you the process. I'll be like, oh, no, wait. Actually, I found this. Oh, wait. So it's just like a human being. You know how you're just thinking, trying to gather thoughts and whatnot. I remember the other day I was sitting by the PC. There was a problem I was trying to solve.
It's what?
30%. Yeah.
30%?
Yeah, minimum requirement.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, that's 30%. So I'm sitting by the PC. I'm thinking. I'm trying to solve a problem that I have. I'm trying to, and I'm thinking of solutions. Solution this, solution A, solution B, solution C. And apparently that's what DeepSeek does. Like it show you the whole process of how it goes through everything. And it will go look there. Be like, oh wait, actually this take a path. If the path doesn't seem like if there's a better path, it's gonna take the better path. Which is like, yo.
The next thing is gonna be choosing marriages for us.
Which I think in South Africa it should. But anyways. That was excuse. Yeah, man.
I want to ask it something. I'm asking something. I want to see something here.
Okay.
Oh, screen recording. Okay. SJ, another tech waste the screen recording. Okay, let me do screen recording there. Okay. So I'm asking it minimum lobola in South Africa. Okay, so it says to me, there's no legally mandated minimum lobola, right? As it's a cultural practice rather than a legal requirement. Interesting. So don't tell us our child went to university, so therefore it's not a legal requirement.
Thank you.
The negotiation process is typically handled between the families, and the amount can range from a few thousand rand to much larger sums depending on the circumstances. I wonder what those circumstances. If you're involved in a lobola negotiation, it's important to approach the process with respect for cultural traditions, to communicate openly with both families, reach a manually agreeable arrangement. I think I'm safe now because I have my Nice negotiations in the future.
Oh, yeah.
I'm safe now.
No, guys. Thank you guys so much. I think that's it for the day. We could gladly push a 3 hour if you want, no, MJ.
Yeah, man, we can even do 4 hours. We can beat the Guinness World Record. Man. We can.
We can, because I think we just get here, we start talking, it's just nice vibes, and it's just like, yo, man, like, we don't want to stop, but unfortunately, yeah.
Man, this thing, please, guys, please take this time to study this AI and play around with it as much as you can.
Yeah, so true.
Just play around with it, but don't ask it funny things.
Especially DeepSeek. You can't be asking DeepSeek funny things.
Oh, yeah.
Because don't forget, it's Chinese, that side, so there.
Yeah.
No, guys, we love you guys so much. Have a blessed and beautiful week and a profitable week to all. From myself, Nqobile Tembane.
From the next coming president-elect, MJ Givens Kgasi, make sure that the defense force is strong, powerful, and get one of the traders to be the general.
Sniper entries only. And yeah, we love you guys.